additional thing we did. I can't remember what it was. That's why I was just about to play through it and figure it out. But
No.
it seems like we're cool.
Yeah.
Like intuitively you was trying to do last time.
Yes.
We had to find a way around it. So
because I can actually. Yeah.
Waste a natural 20 on a chest.
David.
Yes, I did. Oh, I did roll a 1 for my first roll.
No, I just wasted a natural 20 as well.
Oh, did you? Oh, yes. Do worry about Stuart sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Giving up bothering.
Yeah. Got a point.
Yeah, I can't waste my time. I can't waste my time thinking about you all the times.
Yeah.
You occupy enough space in my head already.
Yeah.
Right, so where is it? That's you sorted with that. Anyone heard from Adam? Or...
No.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's coming, so.
Yeah, he was the first one to say yeah, so I'll just give him a call.
Yeah, I knew he'd probably fallen asleep.
Yeah, because he did put 7:30 start, so.
Is it top sides English and humanity?
No, that's tippy. That way. Brad?
Yes?
If I do lots of sweary words, it's because my dice are doing the same as they were at D&D on the other Sunday at Keith's. It was that bad, I started using spells that didn't have to hit rolls.
It was that bad, Brad.
And he was still missing.
Oi, I'll have you know I rolled exceptionally good damage.
He did on the dragon.
Yeah, just as well we had the monk now, eh?
Got stuff in his hand up the dragon's arse. But that was Div's interpretation anyway.
Sorry, I kind of missed that. I wasn't on the phone. One's just gone to knock for him to find out what he's doing. What was you saying, Stu? Think about swearing?
Yeah, you rolled really well at mine on Sunday.
And I was getting multiple rolls as well, because I was doing Quicken Scorching Ray with a Firebolt. So I'm getting 4 D20 rolls. And what was it? I think there was one. There was I think in the couple of turns that I did that, I had the potential to do 110 damage, I think, from 2 Quicken Scorching Rays and 2 Firebolts, something like that. It's 36, 72, 82, 92 damage, so just under 100 damage. And I did 6 damage.
Yeah.
Potential 92.
Was it like a 6?
Yes.
I thought I had down as 4.
I thought it's 5. Or 4.
Okay,
yeah.
It was somewhere between 4 and 6.
Come on, no,
96.
That's a 50% exaggeration there, Stu.
Yeah, exactly. I had to big myself up somewhere.
Bloody name is that?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
He's not called Polybius Do, is he?
E-Girl Timo.
Jesus Christ. Are you doing OnlyFans again, Adam, and trying to persuade people you're
I'm just a Discord key now, you know?
Yeah. He's painted his toenails, and he's selling his feet pics online as a lady.
I bet he'll make money like that.
Yeah, that's exactly. A great idea. I haven't thought that one.
Dear.
Yes.
David?
Chris, make sure you send me your link once you get that set up, mate.
Will do, mate.
Thank you.
You got the bank, didn't you?
We've discussed it, Bradley, so much.
Bank?
He's left.
Yeah. Have you picked up anything?
What have you got squirreled away in your ankle socks, mate?
I don't think I've got anything.
I'm only asking because if you go to party,
You can add it in there.
we want to know what we've got.
Beef.
Go to the book.
Yeah.
Then go to the book, players' journals, party loot.
That's what you got then, innit?
What you got? We went for it last time.
We just don't know where it all is.
So,
Where all what is?
Who's actually got them?
no, it's all right. It's all right, Candy. It's all right,
Okay.
Candy. It's
I
fine.
think you've only just recently picked it up, so if effective at this point, it's been hoarded by someone. No one's kind of shared it out. No one's
Right, okay.
take anything.
So-
'Cause this is the day that you found it on in the morning. It's just there's a lot happened in this day in game, even though it doesn't feel like it. We played multiple sessions. We've essentially played, I think, potentially 3 sessions over one in-game day. So it feels like as if you may have got it a long time ago, but you kind of didn't. It was a very short time ago.
Yeah, I mean, we got. It says there 1 copper piece, magic, coin of Delvin, Leo.
It's all right. I've just written all that out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So if that's all we got, that's fine.
Yeah.
So,
I
Candy,
haven't got anything else.
you put in your. Do you take the magic enduring spell book?
Magic teacher.
So basically, I think if I'm right, it doesn't get damaged. Like you can go in water with it. I don't think fire does anything to it, Brad. Is that right?
I believe so. You'd have to check it.
Yeah.
If you go onto your character sheet and you start adding it in as an item, it actually will come up and it should be there. You should be able to actually bring it up.
That's if you want it, but you're the most likely person to have
Right,
it.
how would I?
Adam.
He's not here, is he?
Excuse me?
But if you look on party loot,
Yeah,
Okay. I put next to it Candy Candy question mark.
Quandra.
I don't know how to spell Condra. I know how to spell Candy.
It's Candy.
Fair
If
point,
you
fair
want, if you want Condra, you can do the silence as expected.
point.
Just read it, dear.
I'm standing here. I've been swatted but with a glove by the bird, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing next.
And I put down David. You should take the
Sammy.
the charm of opening, whatever it is.
You're in a different
Yeah.
party.
As he said, if you want to do it, you do it.
How do I add something?
And
to
I've
my
also
stuff
put a
then?
question mark next to David, just in case anyone wants to debate about it and maybe go, I would like it.
Now me and Adam are standing there confused as me and Quinn are standing there confused as the bird slaps Quinn across the face with a glove. So you's talking to Sammy. We're like, what's going on here, girly?
There you go.
Okay.
No, Brad, it's not.
That all went silent all of a sudden. I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
No.
you do it.
Stuart, you are now doing the bank.
Throws it all in the bin as he walks past.
Yeah.
I can't count, mate. It's no good for me. I can count, but I'm not doing
Right. So I'm adding the chime of opening then.
Or unless anyone else wants it and you don't care.
I'm adding the chime of opening then. Yes. So I've got that now in my. If someone else wants
That's
it, they can
your. So what are you getting?
The Enduring Spellbook.
Right. So go to your
One minute.
Beyond.
I'm going to delete this now. If you've got it in your.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
What's
I
it,
did see a
Chris? You can't
character
do
sheet.
cross
Right,
out.
I've added the chime to my.
I'm going to take the
I'll do
Enduring
that.
Spellbook then.
Do a crossing out. There's a thing. If you highlight it, like you're going to change the font. You do strike.
Your equipment.
No, that ain't done it.
Sorry?
Go to
How do I go
equipment.
back? No.
Where's that?
Next sort of it's in red.
Oh shit, it saved it all, man.
Add equipment.
Oh, yeah. Try again. Equipment.
What was it that was there, Chris? What went?
Fuck.
What's it called again?
Go
He
to.
done the same thing as me. He formatted it.
It's the charm one,
if you
Brad.
would
The
say-
charm thing's gone.
Chime.
Chime, sorry.
Enduring Spellbook.
And what else went? Just bear with me, I'm just thinking.
Leave it with just that. That's off the bottom.
No, it's not finding.
No.
Right, that is just that.
Okay, go to magical.
Yeah. No, I believe so, Chris. I believe
Check with them. It's a magical weapon.
You want to
Alright.
change that, Brad?
Oh, it says
No,
magic
no.
on there.
The only reason I'm saying you strike through was just
Magic.
so
Oh,
you
yeah,
can see
magic,
what's
yeah.
there just in case you need thing. But if someone puts it down on
Yeah.
the character sheet, that's fine.
I
If you
mean,
guys
so.
lose track of where a magic
Add
item is,
custom
I'm
weapon.
not gonna.
No.
Disappear.
Ask Bradley if this it should be in D&D Beyond.
What's that? Chime of opening? Oh no, the book. The book should be in D&D Beyond. Where are we?
Brad,
Yes.
should that book be in D&D Beyond? Or is it something that I've got to
We
add?
can hear Keith and you. So we heard Keith say it, and then you asked exactly the same question afterwards.
Well, Keith's standing next to me. He's not even on his headphones.
We can hear Keith through your
I,
headphones.
No, mine was muted.
Well, we could hear
Well,
Keith.
we could hear it in it.
That's...
It's not that fucking sensitive, is it?
Yeah, they can hear
Yes,
So
you.
we-
it is that fucking sensitive. Yes.
Yeah, it is that fucking sensitive.
We can hear you say that again as well.
But
Yeah,
but don't forget he's standing right next to me, so you can hear him through mine at the moment. Well, it won't come up on yours. You're muted on mine.
Yeah, but it'll still say that mine's talking.
Yeah, Candy, listen.
May have run on yours.
Yeah.
You've muted Keith, so you don't hear him, but we do.
No, he was saying that when he was talking, it doesn't come up.
It happens every
Green.
session.
But he's picking it up through you. His one's.
I know.
Um,
I was just
Right.
explaining something to Keith. He said that it wasn't
Is
coming up
it
green when he was
possible to
talking on mine,
request
but he
that
was muted.
One of you divorces the other one so that you live in separate houses.
yeah, click another gear.
Is that
you
No.
could
an
have across
option?
both of
Go
them.
up in the field
I don't think it is,
side.
mate.
Oh,
Go other
okay.
gear, bottom right corner.
It would
Right.
help.
It would help. Yeah, I think
That
they're
one.
just selfish.
Hold on, but then we wouldn't have to go to Keith's because then we wouldn't have Keith Candy
Yeah.
cooking, and we'd have Keith.
No, we
cooking.
could just go to Candy's.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, and then we
Just
don't have to
knock
put
Keith
up
out.
with Keith. Yes. All right, that's the plan. Candy, divorce Keith.
We're getting divorced for houses, and then you're coming to mine to play D&D, so I can still cook.
Oh, okay.
She's got it in one, isn't she?
Keith was all dejected though. Still accepted it though. All right, fair enough.
Okay, so back to the point. No, it's not showing up in the actual inventory. There
Right.
are a good amount of items that do. That one doesn't. What I would say is in your inventory, right at the very bottom, you've got a thing that says other possessions. Other possessions is generally things that don't weigh anything, don't mean an awful lot. Because they're down there, you'll forget about them. This is something that is not going to be absolutely prominent, but may eventually become a thing. So
Other
down the bottom in
possessions.
other possessions,
Yeah.
add enduring spellbook. and then we'll know that your book is essentially your magic book is essentially an enduring spell book. It's not going to be an instantaneous transfer over. You've got to take time to actually transfer the spells over to it.
Yep. Okay.
But you
So
have
currently you've got 2 spell
You put it
books.
down there. Sorry, Stu?
She'll have 2 spell books, one for what she's got, and
Yeah.
then the other one, the new one, which she'd add when she levels. She can add new spells into that book.
You can also copy over them spells as well.
She can copy over the spells. Right, I've
you
stolen all
missed
the
my point,
coins.
David.
You've got 2 spell books.
No.
Hold on a sec. I want those coins.
I've taken them already.
Right.
And
Judge.
I'm gonna split them up so everyone gets 27 gold pieces.
I wanted the whole of the 120, Stu. How many?
Okay.
Sorry, Dave, I'm not listening.
No, 27 gold pieces.
Yep.
3 silver pieces.
Yep.
And 5 copper pieces.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, and I will take 20 gold pieces, 72 silver pieces, and 15 copper pieces. And
I have no idea how to add it on other possessions.
All right.
Sorry, David. 27 gold.
Let him finish this.
3 silver
and
5 copper.
Thank you very much.
Inside check.
Cheers.
What do I get? Sorry.
27 gold pieces.
I was busy.
Should we doing something else?
20. Oh yeah, 27 gold pieces.
Yep. Then 3 silver pieces.
3 silver.
And then 5 copper pieces.
And then I just press add, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
How much do I get?
27.
Yeah, I've got it.
27, 5, and 3.
No, 27, 3, and 5.
No wonder there's not a banker in this group.
Jesus.
Yeah, no one can fucking add up.
Oh, I just come back from the toilet. What did you say?
There you go. It's called.
Right. Hold on.
I see the ship.
All right.
As soon as Sammy gives me the money, I look at it, and then I walk over to Belgarian, and I go, "Thank you, mate," and I tip out 25 gold to him, which I owe him.
Thought someone owed me money, but couldn't remember who. Thank you.
I go back to Sammy and say, "I owe you money as well, mate, for my armour, but I've got nothing again. So next time,
Leo stands over his hand out as well.
You're next in line for my credit, mate.
No worries, mate. No worries.
No worries.
Easy come, easy go.
Are we back in town now? We are, aren't we?
Yeah, we're back at the inn.
Brad, what's the time, Brad?
I haven't started yet.
I'm off.
Right.
There's any more trouble? Shut up.
Has Candy? Candy, you've taken the spell book, yes?
I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Your
Other
on the bottom of
possessions,
your
just write
thing,
in.
Andy, I've already added it, but if you click on it, it will come up with a right-hand side box, which basically just has a huge text box, and you can kind of press enter to create a new line, write something in there, press enter, and it will save it. You'll see a little kind of icon come up top right-hand corner that will say saved in green if you do add something to it. But if you don't know, I can always add something there. As I said, that's not stuff that changes very often. It's less relevant in most cases because it generally doesn't weigh anything, or it's something like this where it's just giving us the details of your spellbook.
I will. So could you add that for me because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you've got it on there. If you go to the bottom where it says other possessions, you can see I've added it.
Look, quantum action, actions, inventory.
But that's not to be used for normal items. That's only to be used on other possessions.
All I've got in other possession, a quill and a letter from a dead colleague.
Refresh your screen. It's because when I do it, you've got to refresh so you can see it.
No.
I'm gonna grab hold. I'll put the 2 leather-bound books, or is that book 1 and book 2, Brad?
I want to read them, mate.
1 and 2. One of them is the book that Candy's now got. The other one is a journal that's got loads of drawings in it.
Oh, is that the flower one? Yeah.
Yep, I've got it now. Thank you.
Right. So I'm gonna delete that book out now.
Enduring spellbook. Thank you.
You want the
which one you deleting out? The enduring one.
The enduring one. Yeah, Andy's got that now. So we'll leave that in there. I'll just note that I've got it in my bag of holding.
Yep, can do.
So the 2 leather books were the ones that we just the magic book and that. So I'll remove that then.
So we just got now 1 leather-bound book.
Yeah, which is Keith's quest.
Right. The small little pouch contains stones: blue stone, red stone, green stone. Do we know what stones they are? I would assume that that's a emerald, diamond, and sapphire.
If someone can tell me why you might know what they are, you believe they are possibly semi-precious stones, but you don't know what they are.
I would know that because I use them for magic.
Yes.
You're not a geologist. You might know a pearl and a diamond, but
I mean, Sammy must have seen something like this at the market, you know?
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah, give me an
How's
intelligence
person?
check, Sammy.
I would know.
Check,
Did you
or
say?
unless you've got another one you can recommend.
No.
Fine,
Intelligence. Can't think of anything. History.
Is that an ability check?
What?
It is.
Guidance.
Yeah, got it. You can do that.
Alright, is that a plus? That's a +4, isn't it? D4.
D4, yeah.
17, 20, plus my 5 intelligence, 25, sir.
Yep, that'll do it. It's a lapis, a malachite, and an agate. They are just 3 semi-precious stones. So they're not obviously top end, but there are semi-precious gemstones.
Well, we can sell them in town, isn't it?
Sorry. Right. Blue stone was
Lapis
lapis. I'm assuming
Yep.
I'm not spelling it right. Red stone,
is agate.
agate, and green stone.
Is malachite.
Malachite. I'm spelling it how I say it.
That is how they spell it, yeah.
They are actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah, I mean, agate is literally a gate. isn't it?
Agate.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it literally is.
And
Yeah.
lapis is LAPIS, which
IS.
is lapis.
Yeah.
The only fucking
And
words in
other than-
English dictionary that actually sound like it's spelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
The only one that's not is malachite, because the kite is essentially CA.
Yeah, but that's kite as in chitting, isn't it? So,
It is, but then that would be I, not I. That's
yeah,
what I mean.
fair
The
enough.
I in
It
the
should
Twitter.
be. Yeah, that's the only one that's not
That's
phonetically
the only
spelled.
one that's a bit iffy, but yeah. I'm not here to correct spellings, so not
I
going
was
to
going to say, since when has D&D turned into a spelling bee?
Exactly, especially with dyslexic people in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Keith.
people who just can't spell. I
Yeah,
have no
Keith.
excuse. I just can't.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't
Stuart.
spell? It's the one thing I ain't good at, Fate.
Shush,
Sure,
Keith,
and-
you're supposed to be upset about getting the divorce.
I've already told you all to fuck off.
Right, okay, so we've
Told you it was
got
selfish.
That's what we are doing. We're fucking
Get
off to
damn
Kansas.
fucking right.
Sorry.
party loot has been resolved.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, you've got a journal. Remember, you can also add stuff in there at any point if anyone wants to. Can do that. Journal's there if you want to use it as a party journal or your own journal to use. You don't have to, but you can. So, going back for a quick recap, like I said, this has all happened a lot in one game day. So, in one game day, you started out in the morning, went back to the Oblix area, searched around there, found these magic items. There was an attack as you tried to leave where you got ambushed, but you managed to know the ambush was coming because Saber managed to kind of detect it before you run into it. Then from there, you then went north through the tunnels, kind of going back across the bit where you've already been before, finding the new kind of areas that took you around an area that looked into a big wide open cave at one point where you could see some sort of small buildings, but you didn't have a very clear view as such. Then you kind of went up north, kind of went through the tunnels, eventually finding the bit where you run into the armored party coming towards you, which you then fell back, created the ambush for, which could have gone bad, but luckily turned out okay. From there, ended with Saber getting exploded from 2 quite powerful looking figures appearing out of nowhere. Then from there, you just immediately run straight back out through the cave onto the beach, up onto the docks, making your way back to the Wyvern Inn. So that's the recap. That's all what happened in one in-game day, and it's been like 3 or 4 sessions of actual D&D sessions. So that's why
Did
I
we
just wanted
sleep
to
at the inn?
quick recap. You haven't slept yet? No.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I mean. So that's why I'm doing the quick recap to kind of
Got there. Cool.
that far back as such. So yes, you find yourself on your way back to the Wyvern Inn. It is now about coming up to about 7 o'clock in the evening, very late afternoon. Sun is setting. Seagulls are squawking around. The boats are kind of coming back, almost kind of towards the end of the day. You can, as you're coming up onto the docks, you can see fishermen just pulling off nets with loads of fish. You can smell the fish as you're walking along. There's a bit of relief because where you're now walking back up to the kind of town kind of area, there's more of a hits you an awareness of the difference in smell. That kind of stale, kind of damp kind of smell that you've been smelling from down in the kind of sewerage kind of area. You're now kind of back out and breathing the kind of fresh air again, as it were. And it is quite a nice sunset. It clearly was a nice kind of sunny day. At the moment, in terms of year, it is towards the kind of end of summer time of year it is, if anyone's forgot. You find yourself on the way to the Wyvern Inn, at which point, as you're kind of all taking in everything that's gone on, probably happy to survive the day, as it were, because it's been quite a lot. You're all fairly worn down. You're as you're walking along, you're all trading out all the goods that you've just managed to come out with. You come up on the Wyvern Inn. The Wyvern Inn, you can, as you start to get there, just this amazing smell of pork just billowing out. It almost feels like they must be just fanning it out the door. You can also hear faint music from the Wyvern Inn as well as you get up to it. Is that your destination where you're going? You're going to the Wyvern Inn?
Yep.
Was we not going to update Balthazar?
I thought
We did.
We
We
have
did.
already, have
I
we?
think he met you en route. Yeah, I think he met you. He was around in the dock area.
Okay, yeah.
And I ran off and told him about the wells as well.
That's
Yes.
right, yes.
That he didn't know about.
Yep.
Yeah. You
Oh,
would
yeah,
have you generally find him along the dock area. Remember there, his kind of office sort of thing is down the bottom of the docks. You generally find him on the docks anyway. So that would have been on your way to the Wyvern Inn. So you walk into the Wyvern Inn and there is just that smell just hits you, and you're all definitely hungry. It's definitely been a long day. There's also what seems to be 3 musicians playing, not overly kind of lively, but kind of nice background music in the music. A small band playing. Seems like 3 individuals on a small stage. So you're in the Wyvern Inn. What is it you would like to do late afternoon?
I think we were just going to sit down, regroup, and have a discussion.
Before the shops close, Brad, I want to take those little stones, if Sammy gives them to me, to the shop and see if we can sell them.
You would normally pass the market. So the Wyvern Inn is kind of looking out upon the square. The square itself is where the market is held, and as you kind of walk in, you can see that it's already been shut down for the day. You assume it's kind of at least a couple of hours earlier it would have shut down.
Okay, so it's shut, yeah?
Yeah.
All shut. Okay.
I'm at the bar.
I'll come with you. We'll go and sell them, Leo.
We can't.
No,
It's
shut.
closed up.
Oh, was it
Shut.
shut? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so sell them in the morning, mate.
Yeah.
So if I remember
Ale,
right, then, what
food,
you
please.
are
It's been a
quite-
long day.
Indeed.
All right. Let's do it.
It's like, I bet it's like Brad's like, fuck's sake, they spend so much time in this fucking eating and drinking. What are they doing now? Oh, I'm gonna go and eat and drink. Next, he's gonna tell me they're gonna take their ablutions,
Oh, I've got spillage left.
or what body part they wash first after getting in the bath.
Let me see what I can do.
It's my penis, Brad, if you're wondering.
Now, the thing is, how do you get into the bath? Do you go in on your knees first, then down, or just straight in?
Head like a baby seal.
You just slide.
Running from a clubber, I leap in.
Just checking hit points. A lot of you seem to be fairly healed up.
I got 13 of 24.
I didn't take anything, mate. I did my big boy stuff, didn't I?
You did. That's why I'm just wondering. Was that enough to heal everyone up? I think.
Yeah.
You didn't take much damage either, did you, Sammy?
I didn't take any damage, mate.
Yeah, there you go. It's because of the people on higher hit points. I'm looking at yours, kind of going, how are you all so well healed? Keith is the only one who's down a bit. And I'm just sitting there thinking, but yeah, I think it's because Chris did that thing and it healed.
Leo
everyone.
looks at the gods and just...
Yeah. Okay. No, that's cool.
And also, I used my second wind as well, Brad. I've used that during it. So.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, no,
I knew he was all tapped out. It was just I was looking at all your hit points and pretty much everyone was on maximum. I was like, I'm sure I didn't say that he rested the night and whatnot. So, I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I just wanted to double check that, but that's cool. Okay, what was you doing, Fenton? You were saying you was going to the bar.
Yep.
I missed your
my usual Fenton sentence. Food and ale, please, is what I say.
Yep.
We're not paying for this at the moment, either, are we?
You are paying for food, not lodging.
Okay.
Was that a thingy meal not included?
I think an evening meal was included actually, so this one would be included.
It is handy this evening, then, isn't it?
I think it was breakfast that wasn't included. I think that's what I tried you for last time.
That's fine. I look at my near empty purse after I've just paid out to Bulgarian, and then I recall it's free. So I'm like, I go from confused to
happy.
Yeah, it's like ale and look at my purse. Oh, it's free. Food.
Morley says, "In luck, you're in luck. We've got a hog roast tonight. You're sure you can."
Oh yes, please.
Cool. You look around. It's busy tonight.
Yeah,
clearly.
For us. Otherwise, it swings and sets off the
Coming for a
doorbell.
fine meal.
Do we find a table big enough for us?
You generally do. There is a good couple of tables that are quite big.
Cool. So I suggest that we all get our food and drink and go and sit down and maybe discuss our next protocol.
Okay, Morley hands you all out whatever drinks you're kind of ordering, and you find yourself a table that easily fits the 6 of you, and then food will be over kind of shortly. Morley says,
"Cool, thank you."
As we go to sit down, I try my Dark Shard amulet to do prestigation.
Good luck.
Haven't you used it today?
No, yeah, it's got no tick next to it, so
I'm
I
pretty
haven't.
sure you used it. Go on, we'll have a laugh. Go on.
Oh, shush! It's got to work. I think I'm 2 for. Boy, I can shut, bitch.
Is that an actual 20?
Surprised.
No,
As
it's a
Spencer's sitting
12.
down, he looks surprised at the fact that he's just somehow cleaned himself up.
Yep, all the bloods. Yeah, because I was a proper mess.
He was, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I turned away from the bar, realised that the barkeep was like looking at me a bit weird. I looked down and go, oh yeah, it's like bits of rats dripping off me.
Bits of fur and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry about that.
He says, well done. Thank you. Our patrons will definitely be pleased with that.
Sorry, but I can't help the way I am.
Battered, bro.
As a place goes, this place is somewhat fancy, but they seem quite used to you. Maybe it's because you're hanging around with Fenton, maybe because Levi's kind of paying your way. You're not sure, but they don't seem to cause too much fuss. They generally, if you come in looking like this, they seem to kind of slightly herd you off into more of a corner area. But you seem to be getting away with
VIPs.
Hey, we're doing it for the city. So,
Double
what's the plan? Rest up and go back tomorrow?
I'm not quite sure. We should speak to Bulgarian and Balthazar. Yeah, I'm been a long
Yeah,
day.
I think I'll speak
Yeah,
to
I
Balthazar
agree.
tomorrow. Yeah, have a
Yeah,
good
because
chat with him.
he can either direct us to. He might just say, "Carry on doing what you're doing. You're having a good old clear out," or he might say, "I'd like you to defend this well," or whatever, something. So like he might be able to direct us in some way.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
While I'm sitting at the table eating, I'm also looking through this ruins.
Well, doesn't have anything in it. The rest of the pages are empty, other than a drawing of a flower on the front page. As you open the book, first page, there's a picture of a flower on it. Other than that, it's empty.
Okay.
So we've got our food as well.
Your food will be coming.
Okay.
What about you, Sammy, Girly? What's your ideas? What do you reckon we should be up to next?
I'm gonna go and build Saber.
Do you need any help with that?
No, I've got it. Thank you.
He was a good dog, man. He looked after us.
So he'll be back in the morning.
In the morning? That quick?
Yeah, I can build him now, and then he'll be back with us in the morning. So,
Nice.
Will he be underscore 2.0?
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. As to what we do in the morning, I'm at a loss as what else we can do. Maybe I think let's go see Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
I just want to eat, drink, and then go and have a wash.
Crash.
You get that super smell.
So all of you are literally just gonna eat and go to bed.
Yeah.
I think so for today. Yeah.
I think we're all just sort of like sitting in silence and just trying to reflect on
Fun we had today, yeah.
what
A bit of
they
fun. Depending what we're going to get up to in the morning, but it'll still be fun.
Okay,
Bless you.
there's a cough.
Such it then.
So
I'm going to stay up, Brad, at the bar. And if people are going to start, no, reflecting. I'm going to just try to see if I can put any things together about that incident I had with Quandra.
anyway, so
I'm going to
do a perception check.
whom?
Perception check, everyone.
everyone
okay.
perception.
Oh,
I think I've got the best roll, thank you.
20. Woohoo.
Is it just a D20 dice?
yeah,
Yeah,
20 and then add your perception. Or minus your perception.
Yeah.
19.
Yes. 8.
I
20
got,
for me.
I got 13.
I got 13.
19.
Okay, a few of you notice as your food comes over, the food is absolutely lovely. You're kind of sitting there eating. As you're eating, a few of you start to notice the musician on stage is the musician who was there on the night of the Manor attack. You remember at the ball, and there was a particular musician who was kind of front of stage. He's the one who's actually there now playing the calm music. So most of you are kind of not really making a lot of noise. You kind of noise. You've kind of had your negotiations and everything as you was walking along, chatting on the way to the Wyvern Inn. You're in there. Once you're kind of there, you're mostly all fairly kind of quiet and worn down. A few of you start to notice as you're kind of eating your dinner, you see him. And after probably a couple of songs into you guys eating your dinner, most of you are kind of getting to finish. Sammy, you've already disappeared off out at this point.
Yeah.
So the 5 of you are still sitting at the table. You're kind of eating. You noticed him, but didn't necessarily no one particularly was doing anything. And after about 4 or 5 songs or so, the band kind of stops playing, and all of a sudden he pops up kind of next to your table, and you're just like, and he's like, "Oh, I'm pleased. I've managed to come across you again." He says, "I don't know if you remember me. I'm Rowley. I was playing in the night of the masked ball."
Yeah.
Did he fight with us? Sorry to interrupt you, mate.
He's the one who healed you off the floor.
Yeah, okay, right, yeah, fair enough.
Thanks in now.
Yeah, no, I wanted to find out whether he fought with us or whether he did nothing and hid. So
No, yeah, he was one. He was further back, but when you went down, he came forwards. He healed you. He cast a spell to heal you as well.
I give him while he's talking, I give him my drink. And,
He says, "Oh, good sir, good sir." He just takes a drink, gives it back to you. Says, "That'll do." I just wanted to show you my gratitude. I've been working around town, and I've managed to cobble together some coins just as a thank you for what you managed to do on that night. And he puts a bag on the table. He says, "I hope you enjoy the rest of the music." And then he just walks off.
Thank you.
Leo's happy. He gave us money.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
How much?
I don't know yet.
immediately looks in
I
like
just start.
right in front of the man.
I just start counting, Brad.
Okay, it's 100 gold.
I just sigh and just like, Sammy, you keep this for off my bill, off my tab.
Sammy's not there.
Sammy's not there. He's out. Gone to work on dog.
Brad, I'll pocket the
The bag 100.
Birdie, what are you doing?
Right
Shiny.
in front of everyone sitting there.
Mine, shiny.
No, shiny for all.
Yes.
Specific.
I did it out, Brad.
Okay.
How many of us is there? Okay.
6.
Oh dear.
Go and ask him for another 100. Go and ask him for another 20.
Yeah.
Might do that on purpose. Next time I'll give you 99.
Just do 15 each and leave 10 gold in there and you divvy it up for the rest of the time.
Yeah, you can do that. 10 gold in the party, Luke, Chris.
Let's just round it up, Brad. It's 16.66, so 17 gold each.
I can round it down.
Yeah, but it's gone over 5.
Unfortunately, D&D they round down, don't they? I think that's you round down in D&D.
I think we should do the 15 gold and leave the remaining there as
10 in
party
there.
gold.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Yep. I'll add it in.
All that 15 and someone put 10 in the party, Luke.
David, are you there?
I'll take David's around. I'll take Sammy's around.
No, is David there in the chat? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, mate. So I'm going to give you my 15 gold as well.
I'll take 30 round to Sammy.
I still owe you 20 gold more. I borrowed
Okay.
60 gold by the looks of it
Oh, there you go.
When? What?
to buy my armor because it took.
Oh yeah.
So another 30 gold, yeah?
Yeah.
For you, yeah.
Where
yeah.
did we get this from, I ask?
The musician was the same musician that was at the ball, and he said he wanted to show the gratitude for what we did at the ball, and
Oh,
he raised some gold for us.
He's a nice boy.
that will come in handy. There we go. Let's add that.
Yeah, I still owe you 20, Sammy.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Looks like I'm going to be out catching fish for the next few days to earn some money to pay off my debts.
Oh, you'll get the money. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so with that, I'm guessing then everyone else is going to pretty much finish up and go to bed. Is that right?
I'm not. I'm going to stay up a bit late. Yeah.
I will be in my room, but obviously I won't be sleeping. I'm just going to be meditating and thinking
You all
about the
do
day.
have your own rooms, but namely Sammy and Fenton. Obviously, you can be elsewhere. Where do you want to be? You either sleep in the Wyvern Inn or boat or cart or whatnot. Where do you two go? Obviously, the other 4 are probably going to be here.
I know if I've been given a room, I don't get very much
You
chance
have been
to
given
sleep.
a room, but you haven't necessarily been using it.
Oh, I have because I don't
on
get
the
to sleep
boat.
in a bed that often.
That's
So
true. That's true.
When I've
You
had to
have-
pay
you have-
for it, I've gone back to my boat. If I don't have to pay for it, I'll sleep in a bed.
You haven't had to pay for it at any point, but I think you've been to your boat a couple of times drinky wise. So
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, you just went fishing and got a bit drunk. I better sleep.
So you're in the inn. What about you, David? Sammy?
He's doing his dog, isn't he?
Yeah, once I've finished rebuilding Saber for
Yeah,
the
he's
morning.
asking where you did that. Was you at your cart or was you
I
up in the
was
room?
I was in my cart when all my tools are in the cart, aren't they? So
You
Yeah,
don't
in
have
the
to
stable.
sleep, but you do have to.
No, I'm not going to
so-
sleep there. I'll come and rest up.
You can go back to the room to.
Yeah. I'll come
Have we
rest
got a
up. in the
horse?
room. No, Saber's is able to pull the cart. He's strong enough.
Hmm.
Okay, so
He's got a cart pulling mode.
Daddy Longlegs guaranteed to fly in my face. They always do. The garage door slightly open. So how long are you staying there for, Leo? What's your plan of sitting there? You're just going to sit there and wallow for a bit, kind of thing.
Yeah, and looking out for anything shiny, but catches my eye.
There are plenty of shinies in here. There are kind of trinkets up on the wall. There's pictures with
Gods.
there's pottery everywhere. Some of the glassware even glitters a bit.
How about on person, on people?
There's quite a few people with shinies walking around.
Anything that really takes my attention.
You notice probably from where you're at the bar, you look across. Roll for me a perception check.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
13.
Yeah, along from the bar, you can see that there's definitely a shiny that's twinkling at you in the firelight. Someone's got like a cape or something they've put over the back of their chair, and there's some sort of little chain on it that's definitely metal, and you see it just a firelight flicking in it every now and again.
So it's over the person's chair. So is it like they haven't got it on?
No, it's over the back of the chair. It's like some sort of chain or something for the clasp of a cape. It looks like a party of about 4, some females and males.
Is there anything in that direction, like toilets or anything like that?
That's more the kind of furthest end in of the Wyvern Inn. So over on, if you're coming through the front door on the left-hand side, over in the corner would be where you've kind of got a small stage area. Then over on the right-hand side is where the bar goes all the way along. So the back end is kind of further from opposite where you come in. So it's kind of towards the bar, but towards the back as well.
All right, mate. I'm going to go over there to get some heat, and I'm going to try and nab the whole cape.
Toilets, as far as you're aware, would probably be outside of the building, around the back.
Okay, I'm just going to go and warm up.
So you're just going to slide along the bar.
And I'm going to just see if I can take the cape. Is it a nice cape? What colour is it?
The cape itself is quite big, and the clasp itself isn't very big.
Okay.
It's the clasp that's got your attention. That's the shiny part.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try to unpick the clasp then, mate. Because that's what it is. It's the shininess.
Just as normal. Just walk up.
Yeah, like I'm just getting maybe try to get settled somewhere near that vicinity. Is there a table behind it or?
It's fairly close to the bar itself.
Bar stool? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just come to that part of the bar and just stand there. And then whilst I'm standing next to the bar, I'm just trying to unattach it. Sorry, I'll be as quick as possible, guys. I just want to get some cash.
Are you going to try and do this sleight of hand or anything like that?
Yes, I would like to. Yeah, I'd like to take it.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Guidance, Brad.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 15 in total.
Yeah. You managed to, and it just kind of falls off, and you kind of catch it, swing it, and just kind of pocket it.
Lovely. I'll stay there for a little bit, Brad, discreetly, and then I'll make my way up to my bedroom, and then I'll have a look at it when I get to my bedroom.
Cool.
Magical.
Right, so you go back up to your room to have a little look what you got.
Yeah.
Okay, you as you kind of take it out. It's more of a metallic, like metal, white kind of metal. It's not gold. More of a white kind of metal look. It's not very big. It's only kind of a couple of inches, and it is an actual little chain. And on either side, it's just like 2 kind of metal. Kind of round studs, as it were, that seem to be on the 2 halves of the cape itself. They have some sort of like pins in them. You can see where you've managed to pull it out. You've dropped out one of the pins, but the other one's still kind of got the pin in it. And then they've kind of got some sort of little, kind of looks like some sort of nautical, kind of like sailory type anchor type thing marked in the actual little kind of bits where the clasp, where the needle went into as such. You're not sure what it's worth.
Okay, is it broken, Brad, then? That little bit on there?
Other than the pin you can imagine you can quite easily replace. It's not, the pin isn't necessarily a major part of it. Look, the pin itself from the one you can see just looks like as if it's just a steel pin or something like that. The actual decorative bit is the shiny metal chain with the links on the end.
But I think Mr. Samuel could fix this for me. Yep. Yeah, that's me done.
And then you're turning in for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's turning in for the night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sammy, are you aware on what it is for you to get your dog back as such, rules wise? Did you look into it?
Muted.
Might be muted.
Yeah, muted. Yeah, I think it's just.
I think it's just after a short rest, a long rest, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
You can double check for me, but I believe it's just
I will
after a long rest.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so everyone's turning in for the night. You've kind of had your meal. Everyone else has kind of gone back to their rooms just to kind of knackered from the day. Definitely been a difficult day. Some of you have kind of turned in early, as it were, but have just literally gone to lay down and rest and try and recover. So you all end up kind of going to be trying to sleep through the night. Can I get a perception check from everyone? This time I'll need to know everyone's number. Can you write it in Foundry in the chat, please, so I can see who's got what number? So perception checks from all of you. Write your number into Foundry.
Can you see mine or?
I'll check in a sec. Yes, I can see you.
Yeah. 3. Well, I'm feeling snoring away.
Tired and hungry.
Now I've been robbed.
Who am I missing? Sammy, I'm missing you.
Yeah, 1 minute. Just
Can
coming
you
back
roll with
downstairs.
advantage, please, as well?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
Let's find it. Perception.
I did this the wrong way around. I should have actually done all of you as disadvantage and Sammy as advantage, but I'm going to give him advantage and I'm going to correct it in the background.
So 15 was my best roll.
Do you want us to roll again, Brad?
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna rather than mess it all up like that, I can do a correction. There is a DM way to be able to automatically add advantage and disadvantage without you rolling.
Well, cheating, Brad.
Hold on, so my 14 didn't count then?
Is that your dice again, Stu?
Possibly.
Oh dear.
Possibly.
They came good last session, though, mate.
Not D20 side, it didn't. Everything else was great.
Double check, okay.
So my spells.
Okay, so Sammy, you've been kind of working away, creating saber outside when everyone's kind of been eating their dinner, and you've kind of eventually gone up to do your kind of rest cycle, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy, it must be because you're good with kind of understanding time and stuff. You believe it's probably a little bit after midnight when you don't essentially stop hearing or seeing. I don't know if you remember, I did say there was a specific rule on how much you could see as opposed to setting you up like a sentry in the night. There is a specific rule on how much you can see. In this case, it's irrelevant. It's not the seeing, it's the hearing. You can still hear as well. You, just kind of shortly after midnight, you start to hear kind of raised voices somewhere off in the distance, which at first doesn't pique your interest because it's just it's a loud voice at night. Then you kind of continue to hear them and you listen for about another 30 seconds or so and you're still hearing different raised voices, probably eastwards in the town, but you're not quite sure why. But there's definitely something different about it. It's not what you'd expect to hear at this time of night. At the same time as that, Quinn, you kind of wake up with a bit of a start, kind of almost as if you had some sort of nightmare or something like that, and immediately you start kind of putting two together. You can smell smoke. Why? You can smell smoke that isn't normally a thing. Normally there's the smoke from chimneys and stuff like that, but that's got a more specific kind of wood burning smell. This is a more foul smell to it. It's only very faint though, but you do pick it up. Everyone else doesn't pick up anything. You're all still asleep. Quandra and Belgarian, you are in a trance as opposed to
Okay.
But you guys have detected. Only them two have detected things.
I'm gonna get up, dress,
Remember,
and
anything more than basic activities messes up your chance to be able to get back that full night's rest, which then means it will hamper you getting back spells. So do keep that in mind. Candy, for you, this first time you're experiencing it. After a night's rest, you get, for you, it's only 4 hours, which technically you wouldn't have got right now. But for you, it's only 4 hours. For everyone else, it's 8 hours. There is another person who's like difference. I'm not going to explain. Awkward.
I'm 4 hours.
So you only need 4 hours, but if you don't get that 4 hours through a night, a proper 4 hours of undisturbed kind of rest period, in the morning you can't then prep your kind of spells because you haven't had a proper night's rest as such. You have to have an actual rest before you can then go on to do that. So this bit is why I'm obviously pointing out to you, is because it's not something you've seen before as such. So yeah, just after midnight, Quinn, you know that. And Sammy, you know that. So what you do, Quinn? You're getting up?
is there a window in my room?
There is. All the rooms have got windows.
Do I see anything out the window, like smoke?
The rooms themselves are fairly large. It seems to be like a central corridor that splits off the floor, which is essentially above the tavern itself. A central kind of stairwell comes up at kind of near the front kind of door where you kind of walk in, sort of thing. You come in and turn left, and then there's a stairwell on the right that goes up. It kind of splits down the middle of the building, and all the rooms are pointing kind of towards the outer wall, as it were, all lined together with windows on. So all of them have windows. It's a really nice place. So it's obviously done well to be nice. It's kind of luxurious for you, like in terms of sitting.
Do I see anything out the window, like smoke or a fire, anything?
Roll another perception check for me.
Yep, 11.
No, you're not really getting anything. You're standing there, kind of having a look out, just a brief look. You don't really see anything at this point. There's a definite different kind of smell, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna go to Fenton's room.
In the middle of the... Yep.
He is AFK, I think. So
Did you say I smell it, Brad?
You don't smell it. You hear noise. You hear kind of raised voices.
Okay.
So as you're just kind of sitting there in powered down sort of thing, and eyes just kind of staring, kind of dead. But all of a sudden you hear these kind of different raised voices in the distance, and one or two wouldn't kind of put you off. This has been multiple when you've listened for a while, and you're still hearing more.
Okay. Can I?
Not enough to hear anything close to what they're saying, but
Right,
definitely you're
okay.
getting the sense of raised voices further on in town somewhere.
All right. I'm gonna go and investigate.
Yeah.
I'm in the room with Belgaren, aren't I? From what I remember.
No, you do go get your own rooms.
So did we all
Did we
get
get
our
our own rooms? Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wake up everyone. As long as if it's nothing, then we've not really lost anything. But otherwise,
Okay.
the town. Might
As
need
you kind of come out your door, you notice that Quinn's already kind of walking out.
help. Can you hear that?
can I hear it as well? Do I just smell the smoke?
You only smelled the smoke, and it was only faint, but it was enough to wake you up from your sleep.
I can't hear anything, but I can smell smoke.
Okay,
Now
well,
that both of you have come together, I'd say both of you giving each other that information, you stop for a second and pretty much pick up what each other is perceiving, essentially. David, you start to slightly smell a difference in the air, and Quinn, you definitely kind of can now point out, actually, yeah, I can hear a shout every now and
yeah,
again.
let's get everyone up. Start knocking on doors. Think there's a fire in town, guys. Belgaren, and knock on the door loudly.
Okay, so you guys are pretty much going to wake up by banging on your door.
Yeah,
unless
we're
you
gonna
don't.
bang everyone
okay.
up. Yeah. We let them
Okay.
know what we can hear and smell, and then I'm gonna leave the inn and see if I can see or hear where it's coming from.
Is Stew back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go on.
Yeah.
Was you there? Did you hear that? What was going on?
Yes.
Cool. Right. Okay. So you've kind of all gathered in the hallway, and you two are trying to point out to them. Some of them just don't seem to get it. Why are you waking me? Some of them don't seem to pick it up at all. Some of them do start to notice. Some of the slightly higher rolls did start to catch on to some of the things you're saying. So you're gonna go out into the streets. Once you guys get down, as you kind of come down, you look into the Wyvern Inn itself. There are one or two patrons, very late drinkers that are potentially still there, kind of older people who just probably are there quite often. But it's mostly all wound down sort of thing. Most of the lights are low. You make your way out into the street, and as you make your way out into the street, all of a sudden now the voices for all of you can now hear. You can hear over towards the east. You can hear definite shouts coming from over towards the east. They're still not loud enough for you to be able to determine what they are. You're talking hundreds of feet away. But some of you managed to pick it up in that sense. But they're still far enough away, you're not going to be able to hear what they're actually saying. At the same time as that, over towards the west, you can also hear some shouting as well. Not the same level of shouting, but definitely some more shouts from over in that direction as well.
Okay.
We split up.
Do we split up, or can we send?
I can send Lady.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Sorry,
Can I
was anyone
come-
else out? The soldiers.
Say that again?
Was anyone else out looking or aware of the fire?
At this point, you don't know of a definite fire. You can't see any kind of fire or anything like that. You presume it might be too far away for you to be able to actually see. At this point, you're looking around. You don't see guards as such. You're looking around. You don't see them.
How far away was the guardhouse again?
It's fairly far. You've got the kind of market square in front of you, which is surrounded by buildings, and then off to your right is essentially the walk through that walks to the dock area. You can hear noises down there. They kind of go on all through the night, but that's kind of far enough away that it's not disturbing you too much, kind of thing. It's a marine town. You kind of expect it. And then the guardhouse is much further down the right again, kind of from there. So that guardhouse, Balasar's office, essentially, is much further down.
Because we can hear the shouting, can we hear any metal or anything like that?
You probably wouldn't be able to hear it from this distance, you feel. You feel like the shouts you're hearing is the top end of people shouting. You know you're a distance from it.
I think we just need to start making our way.
Just go down, let's start it that way.
So you got west or east?
Where's the smoke coming from?
I go over to Condra, point to a bird, and then point up.
I can send. I'll send her west.
West, okay. Just to quickly answer your answer, David. The smell itself doesn't seem to be coming from anywhere particular. It's not coming from one source. It's just in the air. It's like as if something, the faint smell of like a char or a smoky kind of smell is definitely in the air, but it's not coming from one direction as such. It's not. you may be far enough away and it's carried in the wind, sort of thing.
Is one of those east or west directions take us past the guardhouse?
You know that there isn't really a guardhouse in the centre of town. You know that there's one on the port, and then all the towers, the main entrances, are generally where the kind of barracks areas are. That and down at the docks. So no, if you go west or east from here, you won't directly past any kind of barracks, kind of guard station. Okay, so Quandra, ladies up in the air. Are you doing your vision thing? So you can do your vision where you look through their eyes.
Yeah, I'm going to look through her eyes.
Adam, what's the range? Do you remember? Did you
Pass.
100.
It's 100 foot.
There you
It's
go.
100 foot.
Yeah.
So 100 feet. How do you want to kind of direct lady? At this point, you can communicate to lady for that 100 feet where you can then also see. So how do you want to... Lady starts flying up. What is it then you want to try and do? Obviously, after a certain amount of distance, you won't be able
Yeah,
to...
I want her to go as far as she can within my vision so I can see what is happening in the west, where we can hear them. Even if it means me moving 10, 20 feet slowly. Well, I can't, can I?
Just
That's fine.
Quandra, send her to scout it out and see if there's anything to be concerned about. Because familiars are very they're more clever than a basic sort of bird, so they would understand what you're asking them to do. So if you send her to scout and look for trouble and to come back to you and let you know what she's seen.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a problem for her to do that.
It might be worth at some point, Candy, reading up on the spell just so you can be more sure on the type of things you can do. As such. Like David's saying, they are more intelligent than the standard bird. They're essentially a creature that's from a kind of different plane. It's not a normal bird from here. So it's worth kind of knowing what your options are in that sense.
I'll stand with her while she's having a look around.
Fine. I'm looking for summon, not find.
You're familiar, it's independent of you, but it will always obey your command in combat. Don't worry about it. While you're familiar within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your encounter. Finally, when you cast a spell, the range of touch your familiar as it had cast the spell. Okay.
Then there's more
What you can do, Candy, you can go up in the air, and you can see through her eyes, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can tell us what she sees from a higher perspective.
Yeah.
So is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just going to go up and scout west to see what she can see, and I can tell them what she sees.
Remember the 100 feet. 100 feet should go out that quickly and you won't be able to
Yeah,
communicate.
yeah,
So do
that's
you want
fine.
to just kind of go up and try and look? That
Yeah,
would
go
take
up and
a
go
fair
up
amount of
and just have a bird's eye view on it at the moment.
Okay, you need to do a perception check with your familiar. You have a thingy, so I'll give you the details. What is she?
Oh, she's bird hawk.
I think she's based off a hawk. I don't think there's anything else that it can be. Yeah, I'm quite sure that's what it is. Perception check with +4. So roll a perception roll and add me +4.
Do I do my +2 with it as well, or just the +4?
Just the +4 because you're doing it for her.
Brad, she gets the hawk has got keen sight.
She does, yes.
So
So you roll at advantage.
Yeah, I can't see those dice. Sorry, I'm going to change that.
That's cool. So advantage, roll that with the +4. So twice +4.
So there you go.
Thank you, David.
20. So 24.
All right, so lady kind of goes up. She gets up about kind of 60 feet, at which point she can then start to see clearly more over the house, the rooftops of Belkinshaw. As she goes up, which way was you kind of looking? Left,
West.
east or west?
West.
Over to the west. Lady kind of goes up, doesn't really see a lot over to the west. There's no obvious thing, but as she's kind of gone up, it was fairly clear once you start to get up here, you can see over towards the east. There's definitely orange tinge of something on fire over in that direction.
Right, so I will relay to the rest of the people that we need to go east. That it looks like there's something on fire over there.
Let's go.
Right, are you just in your way over there? What's your intention?
I think we're just going to head
down there.
east and
Yeah, full send it.
You're charging over towards the east to where Candy essentially pinpointed the orange glow.
I'm armoured, by the way. I've got a shield and sword out, and I've got my armour on because I can sleep in my armour.
I was just about to ask that. Why is the sleeping in armour? What have you got? Oh, with the heavy thing.
No, that doesn't make any difference. It's like if it gives you penalties if you're exhausted and you only recover hit dice less than normal, and then obviously if there's any rules from you, but
No, none extra from me.
yeah.
So you
just
reduced. So you're not got anything extra. You're just doing a straight sleeping in armor sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, hopefully if you were going to house rule it anyway, then my heavy armor master feat possibly might help if you do end up doing penalties in some way. But we can discuss it. That's fine.
The penalties mostly, I've read the sleeping things. I'm using the ones that are in Xanathar's, the sleep rules that are in there essentially, which is just an elaborated version of the basic rules essentially.
Oh right.
Whatever it says in there, I'll go with. So yeah, if it states in there that it's so and so, that's what I'm going to rule it as. Okay, so you guys.
No, go on, Brad. Go on.
So you guys essentially start running, charging over in that direction. Probably takes you a good 5 minutes or so, even with you running. The town's not small by any means. It does take you quite some time to walk to different places. You're running this time, so you make it in about 5 minutes. It's not terribly far as such. So where the main kind of market square is, there's a road that leads all the way up to where you originally all came in. It's kind of a town that dissects the town kind of almost in half, going all the way up to the North Gate. Then there's another road that dissects it kind of from almost puts it into quarters. Along this road towards the east, probably about 1,000 feet or so distance. Always hard when you're measuring in at least 5 minutes down that kind of road. Essentially, you're running down this main road. As you kind of step out into this kind of crossroads that looks down there, you can now all kind of see the orange road. You're now kind of all running down in that kind of direction. You can definitely see the fire. As you start to kind of get nearer, you can now see that there's people running backwards and forwards kind of in that kind of general direction. You can also now see, as you're running in that direction, you now do start to spot guards that are either running in your direction, not as fast as you are. They're in generally heavier armor, but you also see some others kind of dotted around and stuff. Now you are kind of seeing them. Before, it was a surprise you didn't see them back there. You believe that they're in action going somewhere, so they're not where it's quiet. You basically come up to what is a building on the kind of left-hand side. Is anyone aiming to do anything before you get right there? Because you're kind of running up on it now, sort of thing.
I think we just go in there to see what's happening, what we can do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys kind of come running around, and as you get up close, you can see that there's essentially like a 2-story stone bottom floor, wood top floor building that is currently just on fire. It's enough to kind of light up the area orange here, but as I said, it's far enough away from the Wyvern Inn that you didn't really see it enough there. I guess, what do you guys want to do to help? You're looking around at the moment. You see guards around. The guards are kind of looking, kind of monitoring the area, as it were, but it doesn't look like there's any sense of danger other than the fire itself.
Oh, it's one of the guards in the place.
There was an attack. Some sort of humanoid figures, dark in the night, seemed to try to set upon some civilians in the streets and eventually burn the building and escaped. I have no more knowledge than that.
But any of the markings?
What, you're going to search around for the markings? You know
Yeah,
that
nearby.
You know that the markings cover a lot of the town. You've been through this before, where you were looking for them, and a lot of you found out, and you found them all over the place. You believe that if you went around here, you'd find some.
You
don't know what they mean or whatnot, but you definitely
if there's a bucket chain, I'll start helping.
Yeah, you can definitely get in the bucket chain. There's definitely people who are definitely kind of running back towards buckets, chucking them to other people, all that sort of stuff.
Anyone saying that there's anyone in the building, Brad?
You kind of look around. As you're looking around to kind of spot that sort of thing, you can see that over kind of slightly on the opposite side of the road, there's a group of gathering of guards that seem to have what looks like some sort of gathering of a small family there. So you kind of look around and then you look to them. You kind of feel like that's possibly theirs.
I go towards the family.
Yeah, you kind of come up on them. There's a human kind of male, kind of stocky, small boy child, and a kind of half-elven kind of female. A half-elven female seems very upset. The child seems quite scared. The man himself just seems kind of annoyed.
I try to do any sort of telepathic connection with these guys here, if I can. The elven woman, and I'll say, "Is there anyone inside?"
You see the
in the
elven
head.
woman looking around. She seems a bit confused.
She understands me. She acknowledges that she understands me.
You're definitely hearing the voice. What language are you speaking in?
Rusconian.
Yeah. It seems to be just confusion as to what's going on. It We're
I
not used
wave
to being
at her.
spoken to.
Yeah, I
in
wave
such
at
a
her.
way. She kind of looking around, and eventually, as you're kind of walking over to her, you don't look necessarily menacing. You're a bit odd, but this is a port town. There are a lot of kind of different looking people come through, so she probably is at least used to that. She sees you kind of coming over, and then what you said to her? Anyone else left in the building?
Yeah.
She turns around. She's confused at that point as to whether to speak in her mind or use the mouth. Eventually, she kind of uses her mouth and says, "No, my family's safe here."
Anyone else in the building?
No, it was just us, just the three of us. We're all out now.
Okay.
It was at home though.
I help with the putting out the fire.
Cool.
I'm going to go and comfort the mother because she seems a bit distressed.
Yeah, the guards seem to be around as well. They seem to be talking to the man more so than the woman, keeping the child safe.
Can I turn Oscar into a bat and like circle the building with blind sight to see if he can like sense people inside? Is that a thing? If I use a spell, I can.
Yeah, have you got it? You'd have to have it prepared and have spells for the day.
How do I know? I have a spell. How do I know if I have it as a day? 'Cause it's on my spell sheet.
It would be if it's. Oh, let me quickly. How many spells? You still have first level?
I do.
This kind of would have almost been a yes, but it still takes 10 minutes. No, it's an hour, essentially. The spell itself is an hour plus 10 minutes for ritual, so I forgot the length of time of the actual spell itself. The spell itself takes a long time, even if you
Oh, okay, yeah.
If that had been shorter, then I would have said yeah, because that would have been the thing to have it. But no, it is essentially an hour. You can't change him instantly.
I can also send Lady just have a fly about up just to see if she sees anything.
Yeah, do. Looking for what in particular?
Well, people are worried there might be people still in there just in case. Might see something, hear something.
The general, keep an eye on the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Yep. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm just going to be keeping an eye out
for
rat people.
I'll shout out and find out if any of the family saw the if there was rat people.
I say in her head, did she see who did this?
She says no. We woke up with the fire raging and we managed to make it out. We got out quickly enough.
Is there a reason why they would have?
We're just a bakery. There's no. You can look over now and you can see it. There's a sense of it is like a shop front-ish sort of bakery, but there's fire blazing kind of out of it. So as soon as she says that, you just like, oh, okay. But it's a bakery. She says, we're just a bakery. Why would anyone want to hurt us?
Does she have any other family in town?
We've got some family out of town we can probably go and stay with.
Which direction did they run in? Did you see?
I didn't see them. We didn't see them. We only woke up to the fire.
Did anyone see them?
It's only the guards telling us that there was some people around.
I'm just going to help with the bucket chain as well.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything, or are you just going to kind of help settle the whole situation down?
I'm just having a quick look.
Well, I'm just standing here because I've got Lady flying around, so.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, there's nothing I can do, mate. I'm not.
You're all out?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing the rest of you are going to kind of hold kind of with what you're kind of doing in the area to kind of help the situation down and such. Those of you who are kind of helping with the water, you kind of carry on. The fire itself is kind of you would estimate it has probably been not going that long. There's definite fire coming out from underneath the lower floor. There's kind of like a smaller front window sort of thing. The bakery itself doesn't look anything particularly fancy, but it is a bakery. But the fire seems to be more towards the front of this building, like street side. And you're kind of helping. It doesn't take too long to put out, but it definitely does a lot of damage to the building itself. The building's probably I'm not going to say that word. It's probably not
inhabitable.
Yeah, they're inhabitable. The word just swimming in my brain. It probably takes you half an hour to an hour with everyone kind of helping. Those of you who are looking around, kind of continue to look around. Nothing odd pops up. Definitely there's guards kind of coming and going. People are still talking to the family. Nothing else odd kind of arises, as it were. You generally get this fire under control. Probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, kind of sort of thing. The guards offered to take the family, put them up somewhere for tonight, the rest of tonight. What else do you guys want to do? So the fire is now kind of mostly settled down.
Brad, before, obviously I wasn't doing too much, I'd make my way over to the other side of the town, where the other ruckus was.
Side.
Yeah.
Like, for the voices?
Yeah, once everyone's ready to go.
Okay.
Yep.
What at the end, like once the fire's all been taken care of, then you're going over towards the west.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is everyone else going to follow? Leo seems
Yeah.
like he wants to go.
Yeah.
He's off again. Come.
Over.
Sorry, Brad. Before we do that, where the fight was there any entrances down into the sewers that was quite close that we know of?
What do you mean by what you know of? None of the ones you've come up are particularly near there. That's what you mean.
Is there any, in other words, is there like a well or anything, or that we can see that's in the...
You would have to check around. It would take you a bit to check around for that.
Right, about 10 minutes before the fire finally goes out, I'm going to have a little check around.
Okay. Do me an investigation check, please. Navigate these streets enough.
That wasn't bad.
Remember, I'm not looking.
21.
21. Okay, yeah, you do manage to navigate them enough. You do spot a well very similar to the other wells that you seem to have popped out of at other times. It's probably at least about 100 feet north of the actual bakery itself, so it's not right on it in any sense, but you definitely come across a well over in that kind of general direction. But you would assume there are wells in general direction. So the well itself isn't particularly right close to the bakery, like as if that's why it's a target, but definitely there is something in the area you could assume could be a possibility.
I'll check tracking, the tracks.
You could. It will be tough though. The streets are generally stone.
Well,
It wouldn't be an easy check.
What about recent claw marks on the well?
It would still have to be an exceptional check for that. Yeah. Stone is a hard thing to track onto anyway. I'm giving you as a DM to player rather than thingy. But it is quite a very difficult check. Unless you're actually skilled in it, it would be very difficult.
What would it be? Perception?
It would be survival.
I'll be survival in it, yeah, no, I'm not. Okay, yeah, that's good. We then go to the other side then.
Okay, so you make your way over to the other side. It takes you about 10-15 minutes to get from where you are east all the way over to the kind of area where you heard from the west. You get over in that kind of general direction where you believed it was. It probably takes you another 10 minutes worth of walking around the area to kind of pinpoint whatever that shouting was. Eventually you come across a group of guards. The way you end up kind of noticing them is one of them sitting on the floor, and there's at least another 12 or so guards around. As you kind of come up on the area and realize that this is possibly some sort of disturbance, you see that the guard who's kind of sitting on the floor has kind of blood kind of seeping out from underneath his armor pieces, his chest armor pieces.
He's not on death.
Some sort of fight went down or something.
He's not on death's door, is he, bro?
He's not kind of laying down, he's sitting up, which gives you at least some hope. But you can see there's enough blood kind of down where his legs are, kind of thing, kind of what could have come out from under his armor. Not in a great way. But,
What tactic is the guard okay?
he says, we're not quite sure at this point. Whatever it was seemed to have some sort of robes up, some sort of dark robes. This guard got jumped in kind of like a darkened area. We brought him around to here. We've searched the area. We can't find anything.
I mimic them to see if I can have a look at the injuries, Brad.
You what? You mimic them to see if you can...
If I can have a look at the injuries to the guard.
You would have language for this. This is something you've done in the past many times. So you can come up with a language for what you would use for this. This is something you've done many times.
Look, and I point at you some wounds.
Guards seem a bit confused at first. As you kind of move in closer, they can kind of see. They look at kind of what you look dressed like, and they kind of get a sense on. Okay, and some of them kind of you would be familiar to one or two of them, so they kind of let you come up.
I show them my door knocker, and I go Pello, so they can sort of understand that. Yeah, whatever.
They just kind of nod at you. They don't know. It's like when you're just kind of just like yeah.
I'll have a look and see if I can find out what sort of animal or species may have caused these wounds.
That kind of thing. They're definitely slash marks of some type, likely a weapon.
Okay. No sort of animal features to the wounds.
They're not. You know that if it was kind of claws, it would have a bit more of a ruined kind of cut. It's a fairly clean cut in that sort of sense. But yeah, probably bladed weapons is the most likely thing you'll see.
Thank you.
Disturbance just one fight.
Say that again?
Was the disturbance just one fight? One little skirmish?
Over here it was, yeah. Like the god says to you, I know that there's definitely other things going on. Well,
It seems like that might have been a distraction for something else they were trying to do, because
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because they've attacked a guard to get the other guards to come and help that guard, and while they were there, they seem to have gone to the other lot seem to have gone to the bakery to do damage over there.
Distraction.
from here?
You know, there's a big kind of jutting out rock, almost like Pride Rock, with all the manor houses kind of on it. It's over in your kind of direction as such. You're over towards the west of town, and it's kind of the west third, essentially. There's the large jutting out rock.
Because they seemed to be after him before, didn't they?
Yeah, it definitely was, yes. You remember that from the Master Ball.
Leo's gone.
We start booking it to Thingy's house.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Whose house? Well, Levi's.
Yeah, that's
Alpha's house. We're going to Levi's.
Levi's the one, you know he was targeted at his Master Ball. So that's where Fenton's saying to go. So you book it up there. It's not very far, about another 10 minutes. You kind of run down into the kind of main street back up where you originally would have run to get where you would originally rode the cars to the Master Ball. You get up kind of to his house, and as you're kind of running out of the way, you can definitely see there's a good guard presence up in this area. When you get up to, you kind of coming up there, it's like kind of up a steep hill almost to get up there, and all the houses are kind of flattened land kind of thing through steps almost all the way up. You get up to the top, and by the time you get up there, passing kind of different guards on the way, you can assume that Levi's kind of under some sort of protection anyway, in a sense. And you can see there's guards around. They don't look like they were in some sort of recent scuff or anything. They look like they're kind of patrolling and stuff like that. Definitely a few extra kind of up near the front door. They kind of see you kind of coming up, and the house looks kind of quiet. There's nothing to immediately kind of increase your suspicion.
Just go up to the closest guard. Who's in charge?
They point to one of the guys on the.
You need to go in and check on him because they can dig, can't they?
Yeah, we explained to the main bloke and say the last time the attack happened, they tunnelled into his basement and come up from the house. Check on Levi now.
Okay, so the one there's two at the door. One of them at the door immediately points over to two others and just kind of holds up his hand. Three of them kind of come running over to him, and they just go in his door. And they kind of just open the front door and go in. The other guard remains there. You can hear as the guards kind of immediately start going in. This is all fairly quick. As the guards start going in, you immediately can hear talking from inside. And then about a minute later, two of the guards walk back out, and you get a kind of glimpse just at the side door as they come walking out that the butler's in there, and the butler must have been the one talking to him. Is anyone that good at hearing? Anyone have any weird hearing traits?
It's going to be perception, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
You can give me a perception roll, group perception, see if you're good enough to get some sense on what they were talking about.
We'll do a perception roll, say so.
Nope.
Yeah, all just a standard perception roll.
9.
Something.
Matt, am I rolling today?
19.
18.
12.
Okay, I'd say you pick up some snippets. It sounds like the butler sounds calm. He doesn't sound particularly distressed.
Can I see his lips, Brad? Can I look through the crack and see if I can see his lips?
What, have you got the ability for that?
I think I have.
Observe.
It feels like I have. It feels like I have. I don't think I have.
Hold
No,
on,
I haven't.
I think there may be. Let me come quick check. There may be something to do with.
On the Kenku, I think there might be something.
Yeah, there may be something. Let me have a quick check.
Next level, I'll be able to do that.
Say that again.
Next level, I'll be able to do that.
It feels like something that I can do. I don't know why I'd come up with
It
it.
might be possible. Kenkus do have some weird things.
Yeah,
I'm cheating, David. I'm cheating.
You get it, Chris, if
No,
you change to the new.
What's that?
Excuse
You
me.
get it if you change to the new Kenku.
Oh, was it? Okay, I'll change to new Kenku, Brad.
He just evolves overnight. He goes to bed at a normal
I'm making it up,
Kenku,
by
and
the
then
way,
he
I don't know.
evolves.
Yeah.
He starts shedding his fur.
It's not cheating if you're asking, anyway.
Kenku.
I'd say no. What was your roll? Your perception roll, Chris?
Oh, no, shit. 13, mate.
I'd probably
No,
say no.
12, 12.
Your mimicry can mimic kind of sounds, but it won't necessarily pick up a whole sentence.
Yeah.
In that.
Cool, mate. No worries.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you checked, all right?
You can mimic things, but not in that way.
Did you check, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There is an actual thing there for mimicry with a save for someone to determine whether that mimicry is real or not.
And that's what you do with the lion, right?
Yeah, that's that
Okay.
kind of thing. But it won't be enough to pick up like a sentence and mimic that, as it were.
Brad was cock blocking us. I persuaded
That's the
him.
thing. You don't necessarily think so. You think what happened. It sounds to you like the two guys that have come out calmly. The butler himself seems calm. The other two haven't come back out. So you're presuming kind of as more tactical kind of minded. You're presuming that as if these two have come out because they've just been told things are calm. The other two have gone off to double check. That's what it feels like to you.
Okay, so do the guards actually spoke to Levi? Or do they speak to the butler?
That's what you think the other two have gone to do. You think
Right.
the two have come out because the butler said there's been no disturbance. The other two haven't come out yet. So are you going to create anything more, or are you going to wait till the other two kind of come back?
I think I
Wait.
open the door and walk in and ask the
I
butler
think, I think we've got to go
if
and
we can help.
get this checked.
Butler says, hello. There's been no incidents here. I was just telling the guards. It's all calm here. We just sent up, the guard's just gone up to be able to check on Levi himself. He's upstairs sleeping, so as far as I'm aware, everything's calm here.
Sorry to disturb you, but do you
We
mind if
heard
we
of the-
actually go and see Levi ourselves? He won't mind that we're checking on his behalf.
But maybe go up to where the guards are, but don't go into his bedroom, because if he's sleeping, I don't think he'll be happy with everyone
Fair
running
enough.
into his room. Maybe if you go upstairs, go up the stairs to the landing, and by the time you get there, the guards must be coming back out, and they would have checked time.
I'll say to the butler, basically, it's something that's happened in a couple of things have happened in the city, so we're checking on Levi.
Yeah, no, the guards told me. That was why I said that we had no disturbance. We have had guards here posted through the night, so it wasn't that it was an unsafe place.
I've gone up, by the way.
Okay. Anyone else
follow.
up?
I'm following.
You all kind of make you up. You remember the large kind of staircases that go up on both sides. As you kind of go up, can't remember who it was. There was some nosy person that was looking around at the top floor. So one of you know. You kind of find your way around.
Sammy.
Me.
Oh,
Apparently they got a new door on that room.
Say that again?
They got a new door
On which room?
on the cloak room.
The cloak room, the one that he kept trying to break down.
Yeah, there is a new door on the cloakroom.
I'll give it a dirty look.
you give it the old
Yeah. Yeah.
objects. Okay, you kind of all make your way upstairs. One of you, whoever it was the one who seemed to find, basically one of you did find what was his bedroom. It's big double doors, but you couldn't get into it. It was locked.
I didn't look around as well, so yeah.
You presumed that was a double bedroom, so you all make your way up there. You get to what is you think his bedroom. You can see one guard is posted outside, probably one of the ones you just sent in. One of them is inside. As you're kind of coming up on here, the guard's like, oh, kind of puts his hands to kind of calm you down, like easy. By the time you get up there, the other guard does come walking out, and he says he's fine.
Yeah,
You spoke to him, did you?
Yeah.
Inside check.
Yeah, you go on. You can do an inside check.
Oh, what is my inside check? All right, okay. Oh, you fucking rolling shit tonight? 10.
10. No, you believe he's telling the truth.
I'm going to try and persuade him, Brad.
Go on then.
I'm going to say, like, obviously we are Levi's champions, and it would be remiss of us if we didn't follow up on these attacks and checking on his personal behalf to see whether he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Can you get that advantage?
Yeah, go on him. I'll give you advantage for that.
Yeah, there you go.
Roll like a champion, Stu.
Oh my lord.
What's that?
What
Don't
are you
I use one of my spells.
You rolled a 1 there, and
No, a 5
you-
and a 3. I've got
I'm
12.
rolling like a legend.
yeah,
You got 12.
I've got +7, and I've rolled a fucking 3 and a 5. 12.
Okay, no, it's not too bad. I didn't realize you had such a big plus. I'd say you probably just about made it. As you kind of say that to him, he's like, he kind of seems a bit okay, and then he just pushes the door back open where he's just walked out of it, and as you look in, you can see Levi's just sitting on the bed, kind of just putting his legs up, kind of thing, looking like he's just about to kind of get out of bed. He sees you put your head in, and he goes, "I'll be down in a minute.
All good.
Cool.
All's well. I'm coming."
cool.
Did you let us in his room?
No, but
No.
Fenton just essentially peered through kind of the door as such, and has seen Fenton kind of getting out of bed. Essentially, I've seen Fenton getting out of bed. that was one hell of a persuasion skill. Go in bed.
Yeah.
No wonder he's your friend. Now I know why all the drinking.
Then leaps in.
Levi's getting out of bed. Fenton, you've clearly seen Levi is sitting, just kind of getting himself up, putting his legs over the kind of bed, putting on his slippers. He's kind of got some sort of night kind of pajama-y type things. They look fairly smart as such for nightwear. But yeah, you believe that's him. You have no reason to that's him.
All right, we'll just wait. Let's escort him down.
Yeah, okay, so you wait for about 5-10 minutes, and then Levi opens the door, and as he opens the door, you can see he's still wearing this kind of like it looks like something fine material, some sort of silk sort of thing. It has an almost suit kind of cut to it. Doesn't have kind of lapels and stuff, but definitely kind of a fairly smart, kind of well-made kind of night attire as such. Still kind of black, very similar to what he wears in terms of his suit. And he opens the door and goes, "Okay, fill me in. What's happened?" As he kind of comes out, he kind of starts walking off back kind of towards downstairs with the intention for you guys to walk in with him.
Yes, we tell him about basically what we've done yesterday, or
Well-
is it still the same day, or?
To be fair, we start with the fire in town and what's happening at the other side, and then we tell him about what we did.
Yeah, but you want to go onto the fire because we could have caused it.
Why would we have caused it?
Instead, tell me what you actually say, because in that way I don't have to figure out what you're actually saying. If you tell me what you actually say,
Go on, you off you go then.
that might be easier. So at the moment he's walking towards the stairwell, or up the corridor towards the stairwell.
Well, where do we begin?
Brad.
Begin on telling me the threat. What's the threat of me now?
Brad, I'm going to be listening out.
Yeah.
To anything in his room.
You're going to hold by where his room is?
Yeah.
You didn't close the doors. The doors are still open. You can see.
And they're still unlocked, yeah? Okay, cool. Is the guard there?
One of the guards are still there, yeah.
One next to the door?
Yeah. He stayed there.
I'm going to
started to walk with Levi.
I'm going to mimic the way the guard's standing and stand next to the opposite side of the door and listen.
He looks over to you and gives you a nod.
I give him a nod back, and then I'm just going to listen into the room.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Levi before we go into any details about what's happened. Has anything happened to him today? Anything suspicious? Anything he thinks was out of the ordinary? Any unusual people?
No, today's been a fairly standard day, business as usual. Tonight, just told me reports of disturbances in town. I don't know what those quite are yet, but I'm up and I'm ready to help in whichever way I can. Leo, you can make a perception check. You were listening in the room.
Yep. Can I guide myself?
You can.
That's 15 in total, Brad.
It's playing tennis.
It's going to land on me. I fucking guarantee it's going to land on me. They always land on me.
Oh, go on. And then whack yourself with it.
Yeah. And then
What is it? Get him, Brad.
What did you say? Sorry, Chris.
15.
The same teachers have just done F4
It
English.
sounds fairly quiet. There's nothing piquing your attention.
Same teacher for what?
TGA.
I'll stay there, Brad.
TGA
Okay.
English.
I tell
Level 3A
Levi
English.
that there was a fire in town. There was also a disturbance with some guards, and we thought this might be a diversion tactic. Hence, we come here to see whether you're okay.
Well, I appreciate the fall for sure, especially considering recent events. But I assure you, I am okay. I'm just about to check with the guards. But I believe the guards would have definitely notified me if there was any suspicious activity around the manor. So
you got guards posted by the well and down in the basement.
Yep. I have about 25 guards currently stationed at different points around the manor, just to make sure. At least in twos, sometimes more.
Do you mind if I just give it a once over?
You can.
All right, I'm going to go and check on the guards and see their positions and stuff.
Is there anyone else we should be thinking about at this time? Should we be thinking, are there any other prominent townspeople that we should maybe check on?
We ain't seen Balthazar, but he's in the other direction.
Just a quick correction. It's Balasar. But otherwise, we'll change his name going forward. You haven't seen him. The last time you saw him, he was fine at the point when you passed him on the docks and you gave him the information about what had just kind of transpired for that day. So that was the last time you saw Balasar. At which point, you also remember him saying he was going off to speak with guards to kind of put a more kind of on alert, a sense, because you come out with a kind of we were essentially being chased. So he'd gone off. That was what you was doing with him. Bulgarian was telling him kind of them things. He was going off at that point when you kind of separated from him to the Woven Inn. So that was the last time you guys saw him.
I think we all need to get together, Balasar, Levi, us, and see if we can get to the bottom of what's going on.
Yeah, maybe in the morning.
As you say that, at the same point, was that Quinn, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same point of that, Levi turns around and says, I think that's probably the best thing. People are going to be tired now. I am safe. I'm fairly sure Balasar are safe. So let's reconvene in the morning. We can discuss. I have additional information that you'll probably want to know. Let's meet in the morning. Let's rest up. Come meet me in the morning and we'll have a proper chat.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
I'm just going to go and catch up with guards, find out what's been going on, and then obviously I can catch up with you guys in the morning. I'll send for Balasar as well, and we can all catch up in the morning. So obviously Fenton's gone off. I'm still upstairs. What do the other four of you do?
Night.
I'm going to start making my way back to the...
Okay, so
Yeah, I need 4 hours.
I'll go and catch up.
Where was you going? Where was Fenton going?
Fenton's gone off to look around. He's basically asked for permission to go and check up on all the guard posts, sort of thing.
Okay. No, I'll just head back to...
So 3 of you start heading back. Leo, how long are you waiting at the door?
I'm going to charm the guard, mate.
Okay, go on then. What with the first level or cantrip or one?
No, I'm going to use the second part of calm emotions, Brad.
Okay, and what's that? Let me know what you can do with it.
Okay, so the effect causes a target to be charmed or frightened. So what is the charm effect?
Charm effect, where are we? Which one was it? It's your ability, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it in the player's handbook underneath those ability things?
No, yours is in a separate book altogether. So
Oh, is it?
or this one. There you go. It's in Tasha's.
Oh, okay.
Opened it up on the right one straight away.
Jamie Kit.
What part of it? Tell me again. What was it? I might have got the wrong thing.
It's the first part, brother. It's the first part with the calm emotions. You may
Oh,
suppress.
calm emotion. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong
Yeah.
thing. I'm looking at
Yeah.
your calm emotions as a spell. You've got a spell slot for that.
I have one first and one second level left.
The second part, you say?
The first part, mate.
That's not so much that you are charming or frightening them. That's more so you're removing the charm or frightened effect.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's what that one's essentially doing. That's the other part of what it can do, as well as what you used it for before. That's the more prominent use of it. Is it removes? You can.
That's right.
suppress
That's
any
right.
effect,
Yeah.
causing the target to be charmed or frightened.
Okay. I want to try slide in there, Brad, when he's not paying attention to me. If the door's
He's paying fairly good attention. That is what his purpose there is for. Not specifically you, but he is there, kind of guard for what you want to kind of try and do with that. He would definitely see you if you walk in. There's no way you can walk in.
I'm just going to go up to him and say, I'll just open the door like I'm going to walk in and just go check. I'm just doing a check.
The doors are still open.
Yeah, I'll walk in. Just say I'm doing a check.
He kind of looks at you.
And quietly as well. I don't want to.
Okay, he just looks at you and nods.
I'm going to have a search.
So as you walk in, it's quite a wide open room.
Is it lit, Brad? Is it fairly lit or is it dark?
Give me a second. Yeah, that one.
And I'm going to go in quietly.
Right, that should drag you all to it.
I think you can click on it, can't you? Is everyone going across?
Yeah, I can't see nothing. It's dark.
You can't see anything because it's dark.
Yeah. So we ain't got no tokens there.
That's because you're downstairs. That's why. Let me remove you from there because you're confusing me at the moment. I've got this one thingy. So you, Chris, can you see yourself if I do this?
Yeah.
You're in the hallway there.
So the guy.
I put you all on. Can you all see yourself on the map?
Yep.
Yep.
The three of you that are on the outside, you're essentially on the floor below. I've dropped you, and you're technically floating on this floor. I think I can't remember how. It's more so for Chris at this point. But you can also just see the map. Let me find the light. There you go. Can you see?
I can see myself. Yeah. Yeah. So is it heavily lighted?
Say again.
Is it heavily lighted in there?
It's not heavily lit. There's a light
Lit.
source in there. Probably what he's put on when you kind of came in.
Okay. I want to move in there stealthily, but more so that I'm I'm moving quietly more so than anything. So I'm not making any.
Less so for the guard to see you, more so for anything else, kind of thing.
Yeah. So I'm moving. So I'm moving quietly, so I can listen because I'm going to carry on listening.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move around listening for any sort of movement or scuffles or anything like that.
Okay.
That's what my main focus is on my one of my sixth sense.
You can move in. I mean, I can explain things as you go. I'll ask you for a roll if I need a roll.
Why can't I grab him? I can't move him.
It's paused.
Paused.
Sorry.
No worries. I move in very quietly. I move to this. I come in this side of the room.
You potentially try and move around. The stairs should work in terms of there should be. The stairs should work. When you walk into the stairs, they should take you upstairs and downstairs as long as this map still works. But it's been a while since I loaded it. I've locked any doors up. Not downstairs. Yeah. Right. You. Gonna do. Right, there we go. So I've pulled some of you to the lower floor. That should have worked. Some of you on the upper floor. Some of you that have just pulled through to the bottom floor. Your map's reloaded.
Yeah, I'm downstairs.
All right, so you should all be able to move now. You should be able to free move. I've locked doors that need to be locked, so you should all be able to free move. Fenton, what I would say is when you go into there, and the damage from the fire and everything else seems to be being quite promptly repaired. It's no longer charred and horrible from when there was a fire in the hall. It's not quite fixed yet, but it's definitely being worked on.
Good. I can see right through to the walls as such with my vision. Can I see guards moving around through the windows?
I'd say, yeah, you definitely catch one or two. If you spend a minute or two, you definitely see at least one or two out in that right-hand side.
Yeah, I'll wait here a while and just see, make sure I can see some guards moving around. and then I'll move on to somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay. I'll come back to you afterwards
Yep,
with
sure.
kind of things you saw. So, Chris, back to you. What are you doing at the moment?
So first things first, because these guys have walked off, haven't they?
Walk round
They've
kind of
gone
all into the main hall.
to have a look around and stuff like that. Okay, I go into my backpack and I get the coin of delivering out, so it's in my hand.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to start looking round. There's curtains up there, isn't there? Is there curtains or anything against those
There
windows?
is curtains. They will be closed. I don't.
Okay.
I can't. I made this map before there was an additional thing that is now in Foundry, which would have been nice, but yeah. But yeah, there's curtains up, so you can't see out them windows.
Is this a door?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, have a listen.
Not hearing anything on the other side.
I open it up if I can.
Got it. There you go.
Where does that take me? Is it a balcony or
In
something?
front of you, there is like a screen. What looks like like the screens, the big tall kind of screens that people dress behind, that sort of stuff. There's two of them kind of in front of you. One in front of you and one to your left.
Okay, I'm still listening, but I'll have a look around the screens.
Yep.
Anything now?
Move around.
Oh,
you can see this is like a private bathroom sort of thing. There's a large bath to the north of where you are, kind of made out of some sort of fancy glimmering sort of metal, not the wood it is there as such. Really nice kind of big thick rug on the floor next to it. Looking around, you can kind of see different cabinets and stuff, and you can see down to the south there's kind of like a bit of a posh kind of toilet there.
okay.
Looks like a very comfortable toilet.
Oh, I'm tempted, but I'm going to carry on looking. I carry on
All for the
looking.
sake of science, to see where it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I'll come out of here, moving around really slowly, Brad, and then have a look underneath this bed or whatever it is, see if there's anything there.
It's a chaise longue, and there's nothing under it. The seat with one side.
And I don't hear nothing
No,
as I'm moving around.
Really quiet. You can hear the kind of chatter of them a lot as they've all walked away. That's about it.
So what's this thing here, Brad? Is that a fireplace?
Fireplace, yeah.
Is there? Is it lit?
Yeah, lit.
There's a rug here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I look underneath the rug.
Yeah, just flooring as you was expecting, and just floor.
Okay. Under the bed?
You look under the bed. Doesn't look like there's anything under there. Looks like it's well cleaned, well maintained.
Okay. Is there any breeze coming from the windows?
No, they seem to be closed. About this point, this other guard walks in to kind of stand in the doorway itself.
Oh, because I'm coming to the desk.
Say that again?
Because I come into the desk.
Well, you've just been in there for a minute.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
You don't know if he's watching you or supporting you. You don't know.
Yeah, no worries. There's another door in front of me here, right?
Yeah.
I'll have a listen.
Hasn't got me yet. Sorry, what was that, Chris?
I'll have a listen, mate.
You listened for 30 seconds or so, just fairly quiet, nothing, not really hearing anything.
It was unlocked.
Say that again? Yeah, it was unlocked.
Yeah, okay. And these are like...
in here, this is some sort of walk-in wardrobe type thing on both sides. Lots of built-in kind of cabinets. You can see kind of doors to like cupboards type bits along the bottom. And then kind of on the left-hand side, you can see there's kind of like a shelf sort of system, lots of fancy shoes and boots and stuff like that. Most of it's kind of away behind doors or things like that.
Checking the flooring. Is there any sort of like
to the main bedroom itself?
No muddy feet, no nothing like that.
A nicely well-made, polished floor.
I'm going to check each of those wardrobes, mate. I'm going to open them up and have a look inside.
Okay. Spend a bit of time kind of looking through in terms of opening up to see anything that seems big enough to fit anything in almost. You kind of open up everything, and as you're going through, you're just kind of going through lots of things you'd expect to see, like different suits and clothes and stuff like that generally. As you look around, you're not coming across anything suspicious as such.
The last thing I do, Brad, so you can move on to Fenton, is just check behind those curtains.
Yeah, you go along and they're quite thick and heavy curtains, but no, nothing behind them.
And all the windows are closed and everything.
Yeah, all the windows are closed. You check all the windows; they're all closed. Closed and
okay. Can I quickly have a look now, Brad, of if there's any? I'm trying to think how I can put this. Anything that's out of place.
How out of place? What kind of thing?
Is it very tidy in here? Yeah.
It is very tidy. Yeah.
Like everything's in line or everything like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look messy in any way. It looks very, very well kept.
So yeah, if there's a sort of area that isn't well kept or looks like it's been tampered with.
No, even the desk, which would probably be the most likely place to be in some sort of mess, isn't in a mess. There's like a large levery pad type thing on top of it to write on, sort of thing. And even then, there's no papers or things. There's a pen or in the inkwell. Nothing is out of place in that sort of sense. Everything looks neat and orderly. Neat and all good.
Organised.
Orderly.
Organised.
Yep. I'll go back outside the door.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm all done. Well, I didn't say that, but yeah, I'll go outside the door and I close both of them and stand guard.
Cool.
And keep an ear out.
Okay.
That's me.
So on to you, Fenton. So you're kind of looking at, and you definitely can see out the windows. You've seen a definite patrol kind of going past.
Okay. I've sheathed my sword in case I need to cast a spell for the minute.
Okay.
If I've done my rounds, I'm going to go back to Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
We go and get Birdie.
Yeah, I'd say it probably takes you about 30 minutes. You've kind of walked around. You've definitely picked up on multiple guards in different areas. I'd say you've kind of gone downstairs. There's directly below where you are, there's essentially a hallway. There's at least 3 guards in that hallway, kind of keeping an eye on the large hall kind of room. In the downstairs, there is a kind of hallway that goes along the same as it does up here. You find another guard there. There is a kitchen towards the back. There is another guard there. There is another guard outside of there. Again, seeing to the left from out the back, you can see that there's more patrols. You're definitely aware that there's a good few people around, like guards wise. None of them seem out of sorts. Most of them seem like alert.
As we go to Birdie, I say, Birdie, can't you do your mind reading shit on Levi? Make sure he's not been cloned like he did. Like he did at the party.
Are we that
Whatever
concerned?
that thing was.
He had a medallion, didn't he, that changed
Oh
it?
yeah.
Completely changed his appearance.
No mind.
You think anything's wrong, Belgarian?
Not at the moment.
Come on in. Let's go. Let's catch up with the others. Let's try and find Balthazar Belarus Baggins.
I'll shake the guards. I'll shake the guard's hand.
Okay.
And then I'll march off.
He nods to you again. Doesn't seem much. Seems a bit like you. You both just pretty much almost similar to you. Doesn't barely ever say anything.
Why?
And then you 3 catching up with the other 3 to back to the Wyvern Inn?
Yeah. Best to stick together.
Okay, you make it back to the Wyvern Inn as such. You pass a couple of more guards kind of on the way. There's definitely a good presence of guards around. You make it back to the Wyvern Inn. Right back to sleep?
I think hit the guardhouse.
Yes.
Guardhouse.
There's not much we can really do to the morning. Some of us need to.
Leo's walking off to the guardhouse.
I'll go Fenton to the guardhouse.
I'm staying at the inn.
Okay. And the other 4?
I'm staying as well.
3? You're staying, Sammy?
Yeah, I already said I'm sleeping.
Yeah. And Leo?
I'm off. I've gone already. As soon as it's a guardhouse, I'm walking.
Oh, okay. So 3 of you staying. 3
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he does.
Belgarian, Fenton, and Leo, you're making your way down to the docks, down to the right to where you know Balasar normally is, his office kind of thing is, yeah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you make your way kind of down on the docks. The docks is definitely not sleepy, still plenty of activity going along. It seems a bit quieter in the sense that it's nighttime, but people are still working, kind of thing. You make your way down. You can see right down the kind of end as you're walking down. You can see there are guards posted either side of the kind of office down there. As you come up, you can see the guards standing there. They're like, "This is late business. What's going on?"
A lot of activity in the night. Just checking in.
There is. Balasar is out at the moment, kind of organising the guards. Last time I knew he was going to the kind of northern gate.
Right. How far away was that?
50 minutes north.
50?
I have to walk all the way through the town, yeah.
Oh,
It's from this side of the town to the other side of the town, essentially.
You on duty all night, soldier?
I just got on not long ago. But yeah, the rest of till the morning, till daybreak.
Tell Balasar that we stopped by Levi's to check on him. It seemed like all was well.
We'll do, sir. We'll do.
And I'm off to bed then.
You going back to Wyvern Inn? Back to all sleeping again?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you go back to Wyvern Inn. Right, you guys get back in bed. So you're going to try and... So that would count as thingy. So you're going to need to sleep from now onwards. So it's going to be kind of late morning.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to get up early.
Probably be about 11 o'clock by the time you guys are all ready after sleeping, preparing, and everything else. You do all get a night's rest, so you can all do your long night's rest.
Hey!
By the time you've gathered yourselves all together as such, or already.
A long rest, yeah?
Yeah,
long rest. I need to change. I'm going to change the spell prep.
Yep, that's fine. Any preps? Any not a problem?
Yeah, please.
All them bit stuff.
Yeah.
Going to... If you hear in the background, I'm just flicking this back to the other map. This in the correct manner.
Huzzah. I rolled a 4, mate, for my...
Okay.
Just to add to that, Stu, there was definitely a guard presence also from basement as well. I'd say you didn't necessarily go down there, but you poked your head down what was the entry to the kind of basement, and you could see guards down there.
Excellent.
Just in case that comes up as a kind of pre-thought as such. I'll add that in.
I specifically said the well and the basement.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying it specifically now, as in you definitely, them locations, you would have definitely seen guard presence. You definitely impressed. Very good guard presence.
Oh, are we up, Brad?
I was just waiting for everyone to be all done.
Yeah, I'm done. I've done my spells.
Well,
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you all kind of wake up late in the morning, as such, start to do your usual morning preps of prayers and whatever else. Sammy, I would imagine you get down a bit earlier and start getting Saber back.
Yeah. Start powering him up.
Wiggling limbs. So he's back up and running. Yeah, essentially, you all managed to sleep enough through the night. Definitely going to be a nice sunny day outside. You can kind of feel the strip of the sun coming through the window as you're kind of waking up and getting ready in the morning.
Around 11 a.m. Did you say this was?
Say that again? It's about 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time it takes you all, some of you take a bit quicker than others. If you did want to do something specific in that time, then let me know. And as long as you're not one of the ones who take longer, then I would take that into account. You generally, I think, need 5 hours, Candy, for you from morning to today. You need at least 5 hours, which is 4 hours rest time and an hour of prep time, I think, if I'm correct. Unless anyone wants to correct me, I think that's correct.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
normally an hour. Yeah.
I think it is somewhere. I think it does suggest what the
Yeah.
time it is you need to do something, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So, yeah, that's the way to know it as such. So, what do people want to do? Kind of, you've all.
I think the plan was go back to Levi's and have a meeting with Levi and Balthazar. There. Big B.
I don't like it.
Balthazar.
Maybe I need to write the names down somewhere so you can go and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've wrote it down. So
Because even I've been writing him down as Balthazar.
it's Balthazar. Balsar. Right?
Balthazar
Right?
is in Guild Wars 2.
It is, yeah.
It is Balsar.
I was thinking Sorcerer's Apprentice.
And he's also a demon in a lot of them.
Balsar. Yeah. Balthazar.
I'm just going to call him Big B.
Leo says, Levi's.
Yeah, and some brunch first, or we're just gonna go straight there.
Straight there.
I agree. Straight there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name
Hey.
Big B!
Big B!
His name is at the top. There's the written form of his name.
Where?
Where?
Does it not tell you at the top?
No.
No. It's got on
Dude,
it.
it's David Rodriguez. Attention.
There's Bird Clover. Probably the artist, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's annoying. I was going to go to the thing, but I guess not.
So basically, we're going to go to Levi's, aren't we?
Yeah.
Is that what everyone wants to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll leave them without. There you go. I've copied the name out. Hold on. There you go.
We kicked him out.
I'll change the way I.
Yeah, there you go. If you want every now and again, I can chuck up a character name like that.
Where is it?
I thought it comes up. I thought it's in the chat on Boundary. I thought it comes up when I show you the picture. I thought it comes up, shows you, because on mine it's in the top left, and I thought it came up there, but I didn't realise it doesn't come up.
Balthazar.
Balthazar.
Ballas.
You would imagine there's a slight bit of accent in Draconic of how.
And he's the head guard.
I don't have a tennis racket, Brad.
Under attack. Yeah, he's the.
Commander.
You see, we've got a title for him.
What's his title?
Town captain.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Captain of the guard, isn't he?
Yeah, you can put that. That's roughly what he is. I can't remember. I'm trying
Captain
to
of
click
the
on
guard.
and I'm not getting anything. So yeah, he's roughly that. That's kind of what he is. You say something, Chris?
Levi's. Yeah, we're going Levi's.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I want to probably ask a question now. It's 10:15 as a DM for players. Do you want to carry on with this? This bit might take a bit. Or do you want to leave it for next time? How are we doing for time?
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to shoot in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, so I think this would be a good place to leave it then.
Yeah, so we'll wrap it up here with you on the way to Levi's Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's all fucked up.
Yeah.
He's fucked up.
Left.
Yeah.
He did say he has extra information for you guys, so it's not just you guys going to tell him stuff. So that's why I've put it in there now.
Oh, he's dead. We know.
He's dead, mate.
Don't get to find out until
next time. Yeah, man.
2
which
weeks
would be
time?
not next week, weekend after. Not
25th.
Monday, the Monday after, as long as everyone can do.
Yeah.
At Moscow's. Start at Moscow's.
That'll be the 25th. If anyone can't do it, then obviously let me know. I'll try and add that at some point in